What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune into another edition of my vlog. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, support, share. If you're watching this channel, you're about positive change and motivation, and also getting things done because I ain't with the bullshit. Make sure you guys subscribe because you'll enter to win. I'm giving away some shoes when I hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm roughly at about 9,000 right now. Also visit the website, bigherc916.com. I want to talk about self-esteem because self-esteem is one of the key elements to being successful in life. And self-esteem is usually developed in the first 6 or 7 years of childhood. If you haven't had self-esteem instilled in you by the time you're 7, 8 years old, it's going to be hard for you to acquire self-esteem later on in life. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of these kids and young adults have anxiety, panic attacks, all these different ailments that are basically offshoots of not having self-esteem. And you can get it later on in life, but you have to really work at it. You have to have the will to build that confidence and take charge of your personal aspect of your life, your spiritual aspect of life. It's not and your physical aspect, but it's not all just about physical. It's about having a balance. There's a lot of things out there that kind of take away from your self-esteem because the codependency benefits a lot of different factions, whether it be religion, whether it be relationships, whether it be employment. The lack of self-esteem is something that they could play off of. And so I'm trying to tell you right now, work on your self-esteem if you haven't already acquired self-esteem. And if you lack the self-esteem that you think you need, there's ways to go about building it. Focus on self. Forget what everybody else told you about you. That's all their interpretations of you, but that's not you. Throw that shit out the window. Start building your persona from scratch. I like to use the whole analogy of a car. Take off all the body parts, take out all the interior, strip it down, bare metal, remove the body and take off the wheels, everything else, and just have a chassis. Start off with that chassis. And what it means to start with a chassis in car terms is basically it's the foundation that everything else is built on top of. It's the chassis of the car. Your drive line, your brake lines, your motor mounts to the chassis, your transaxle, all that stuff mounts to the transmission. All that stuff mounts to your chassis. So whether it be things that your mom told you, things maybe you learned in the church, things you learned in school, a lot of these things are imposed on you, and at the time it feels as though you have no choice. And these things could affect your self-esteem because a lot of times there are things you want to do or try to accomplish, and people were telling you couldn't do that. You're too short. You're too fat. You're not fast enough. You're not smart enough. You're not tall enough. You're not strong enough. These things play on you, man, and they take away your drive to maybe try new things. So what you gotta do is give the middle finger to all those people who told you those things, and you start from scratch and you determine, you dictate what the hell you can and can't do. I know there was a lot of things people told me I couldn't do, or say, oh yeah, you're just dreaming, or how you think you're gonna do that, and why you want to do that, just do this instead. Why the fuck can't you just support me? Why couldn't you tell me, yeah, you can do that? You can do that plus some. Why didn't you boost me up? Because these people have no self-esteem. They settled in life. They lack the confidence, so they don't even know how to give you confidence, and they don't want you to be more confident than them. Family members, I've heard it. Friends, I've heard it. But, once I got to a certain place in my life, I basically said, fuck everybody. And I built my own high performance, big Herc, and I left everybody in the dust. I didn't second guess myself. If I want to do something, I did it. I set goals. I surrounded myself around people who thought like I did. People who had similar upbringing. We share things in common. And you'll realize when you open up to other people who are trying to also achieve success that they had similar doubts about themselves because of the people around them, the things they heard. And there's no need to feel embarrassed or like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's the people who were trying to impose themselves on you. They were the problem. It wasn't you. You're capable of achieving whatever it is you want to achieve in life. I've been home 10 years now from the pen. I did almost 9 years. And a lot of the things I've achieved, I did those things because I believed in myself. And to me, there was no such thing as failure. I started multiple businesses. Some of them succeeded, some of them haven't, but I learned from those experiences. And a lot of times I learned through action, because there are certain things that you can't learn in a book. You can't pick up a book and learn how to, run a corporation and do sales. And you can study all the marketing you want, all the sales books, all these different things, but until you get out there and apply those things, you just don't know how it's going to turn out. So you gotta try yourself. You gotta put yourself in the game, man. And you can sit there with your shorts on and think that hey, you got the new Jays on, or the new Steph Curry's, and you think that, man, if I get in there, I'm gonna score 15 points. Well, once you get in there and shit's moving fast, and the ball's moving, and you get the ball and it hits you upside the head, you realize that, hey, man, maybe I'm not ready. Well, get ready. Get your mind ready. Start preparing yourself, man. Stop thinking that you can't do something and say you can. Get rid of words like can't, haven't, not, no, why. Words that are second guessing. Get rid of all that shit from your vocabulary. And start using words that are proactive, words that are supportive of your actions. And when you do something, man, do it the best you can. If you're doing the best you can, then hey, that's what counts. But sometimes you gotta look to yourself to develop that self-esteem that's gonna help you become that successful person. You can't ask people around you, and like I said, some people, they're not taught that. So you have to try to you try to rein it in later on. I've seen a lot of guys never had it, and they, you know what they keep doing? They keep going back to jail. No self-confidence. They do stupid shit and go right back to jail. It's an easy cop-out. Go do some time, go visit their kids, do their little visiting. They ain't got to buy them shit, they ain't got to take care of them. And they go back to the cell and they tell people about their visit, and that's what they do. They hang out in prison, you know, because they did stupid ass shit they could have avoided. They know they could avoid it, but it was the easy way out because they didn't want to deal with the reality because of their confidence, their self-esteem, you know. Well, that's a sucker way out of the game. Going to jail, doing stupid shit to go to prison. I did stupid shit and went to prison because I had low self-esteem and I made some fucked up choices. But I don't cry. Oh, I don't say, oh, I'm a felon. I'm a black guy, I'm a felon. I've done all this time in my life and now I just gotta be a regular Joe. Fuck no. Fuck that. I'm a fucking buy up the world. I'm gonna travel, make money, get paper, live in a big house with my wife. It's only 2 of us, but we're gonna have fucking 10 bedrooms. Who gives a fuck? 20 cars in a driveway. I don't give a fuck if I only drive 1 a month. I can do that shit because that's the type of time I'm on. That's how fucking confident I am in myself. I don't listen to shit I hear from people who ain't accomplished shit, people who've been out here for the last 10 years, who ain't got shit, trying to tell me about shit. Man, I do not socialize with them. And that goes for family members, people I grew up with, motherfuckers who just is in the way. People who always say negative shit about other people, I stay the fuck away from them too. They're the devil. They're always talking about somebody, they're the devil. Because they're a stone cold hater. Avoid them motherfuckers like the plague. But get your self-esteem game up, man. I'm telling you, I learned how to do it through the School of Hard Knocks, and you know, I can help you achieve it too. So you know, holler at me. Go to the website bigherc916.com. But I keep it real and raw, man. And self-esteem will change your life. It'll help you get over fear. It'll help you be more assertive in life. It'll help you accomplish your goals. It'll help you talk to that woman that you see in the grocery store that you're scared to death of. You know, it'll help you, you know, take your kid and teach him something that he's never done before with confidence. Self-esteem, man, makes a world of difference. Big Herc 916.